Hey everybody, how y'all doing today? It's Monday, so I'm in the process of getting my souls put together from last week, and I am very happy to report the sales have picked up. And I have made some more changes, so I'm hoping to see even more sales happening. I will explain to you those changes that are going on in the reseller chat this next week. We have a few topics we're going to be talking about, so do stay tuned for that. I'm probably going to be recording for that tomorrow. But let's dive in, you guys. If you like seeing what's sold, unboxings, content about what's going on in the reseller community, that's what we talk about here. I am a full-time reseller on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. So stay tuned to see what did sell on those platforms, because we did have sales on all three, and we'll get right into those. So stay tuned. Okay, you guys. So I'm gonna do the split screen with y'all. That's just been working out so well, and I think everybody really likes it. And sorry, it's my camera there. We're going to just dive into this. I forgot to get this all plugged in, and we're going to go over and see what we got. We did have a few sales on Mercari this week also, which was great. So let's dive in and see what we have. Okay, you guys, I am going to go ahead and start off with Mercari. We had, looks like three sales there. So yeah, I'm super excited to get this going. Let's talk about these here. This was from a men's box. Again, this is another item that was just recently relisted. And it sold on Mercari. I had it listed for 20, as you can see here. Somebody sent me an offer of 15. Of course, I gladly accepted. And so yeah, these were RVCA men's just straight chino pants. I do sell chino pants. I don't care to. But depending on the brand, like if this was like a really, really cheap brand from Target, I wouldn't list them. But I do typically sell chino pants and men's dress pants. It's not my favorite in men's to sell. I really do prefer selling sweaters and shirts and things like that. But I do sell men's pants as well. Okay, and my cog on this was probably around $3. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back to the next one. This was, you will be seeing it here very shortly. I'm going to be doing a men's unboxing. I've already done the unboxing. I just need to post it for y'all. This was one of the first pieces from that box. I just did the unboxing last week. After 2 days of being listed, this sold. This is the first piece out of that box. My cog on that box was $2.98 for men's pieces. This was listed at $19. Somebody sent me a $16 offer. So yes, 100% out the door. I almost didn't list this because I've never heard of Emerson Fry, and because it was a men's dress shirt, but I decided to take a chance on it, and I'm glad I did. Okay, and then next, this was from a gal who sources for me at the bins. So my cog on this was $3, and beautiful, beautiful cashmere wrap poncho cover for women. This literally sold within a few days. It was funny because somebody else sent me an offer for like $15 like an hour prior to this selling, and I hadn't had a chance to respond to it because I was busy finishing up my listings for the day. And then literally a half hour later, somebody just purchased it outright for $25. So I was very happy with that. Okay, and then the last one. Okay, yeah, so both of those are the same. Okay, so let's dive into Poshmark, you guys. Oh, I didn't queue these up for y'all. Let's go ahead and queue these up for everybody here. Okay, so these are PJ. I have had these for a while, and they were delisted because they were kicked off. I just relisted these not even a week ago. I did have them listed higher previously, but I did bring the price down just a little bit. I think they were listed at 50 and somebody received an offer of 42, or maybe it was 55, I don't remember. But they did receive an offer of 42 with the discounted shipping, and it sold. My cog on this was $13, so I did make good profit on this. Okay, next. Let me cue this up. Sorry, guys, I was going to cue these up, and I totally forgot to. But that's okay. We'll just go ahead and do it right here. Okay, Rock Revival, guys. Garage sale last year. Picked these Rock Revival women's jeans up. Rock Revival does sell well for me. It is not selling for as high as it used to, though. I had both my Rock Revival jeans listed around 75 because a couple years ago, they were selling higher. I just sold this pair after I relisted it. I don't remember what I had these listed for. It was probably $35. Somebody received a 15% off offer and accepted my offer. I paid $5 for these. So very good profit on these. And I was really glad I got these relisted. You will notice a big note with my sales the last few weeks between items that have been relisted and new items being listed. Good sales are happening. Okay, so here is J. Jill. This was an item that again was just relisted a week ago. After a couple days, it sold for $15. I think I had these listed for $20. I've had this for a very long time. It was kicked off, so it wasn't listed for a long time. This is J. Jill, so J. Jill does do well for me. And my COG on this was probably like $3. It wasn't much. 4 max. Next, we have a few more on Posh. All right, this item, y'all. This item I received through sourcing on Whatnot. It did have a slight hole. It was from a pallet that a gal was selling items from, and it did have a small hole here. This was a new tags item. I did take a chance on it. It was listed for, I think, 25 or 20. Maybe I had it listed for 20. I also don't remember. A gal reached out to me. She accepted an offer for 20, or sent me an offer for 20, was getting ready to buy it, and then she said, well, I've noticed it's got this, and this is new with tags. I said, yes, ma'am, it is. Please feel free to take a look at this particular picture. She looked at it. So she said this was factory with the hole, and I said, yes, ma'am. She did take the shirt, and I sent it out that day. So sometimes those things happen. I'm just glad that it sold. It's actually right along. It is because of the tag. It's right along the seam, so it would not take much to do a couple stitches on that. And it's all fixed up and good to go. Okay. I probably could have done that myself, but honestly, I've been kind of busy the last few days, so I decided to just go ahead and list it and see what happened. And thankfully, it did sell. And if she tries to come back and fight me on that, it is in the conversation on Poshmark that she okayed and agreed to it with the flaws, so she would not win a return. Okay, this is Polo by Ralph Lauren. This is a women's knit sweater. This was, again, another one of those items that was just recently relisted. And I had it listed for $25. Somebody received a $21 offer with discounted shipping, and it sold. This was probably $3 for this shirt, for this sweater. Really, really low COG. So again, I am making very good profit on that piece. Last one on Poshmark, you guys, is Lauren Ralph Lauren olive green denim high-rise outdoor shorts. These were some nice shorts. I honestly don't remember where I got these. I think it was from a box from another reseller. My COG on this was probably either $3 or $6. I think it was $6 on these. This came with a reseller. They sold for $15, so I doubled my money on this because obviously it was a $3 fee, so 6 into 12 doubled my money. I was very good with that, especially considering the fact that we're no longer in the short season. I was actually kind of surprised that these sold, but they did, and I was very happy with that. Okay, guys, we're going to move along on to eBay. I did have a much better eBay this week. I have tweaked and changed some more things on eBay. I will share that with the reseller this next Wednesday. This was an item I received from a gal who sourced it for me at the bins. My COG on this was $3. This was listed at $20. Somebody originally sent me a $15. It was like a $13 offer. I countered, and then they countered back at $17. Or, no, that was an underpiece. It sold for $17. I honestly can't remember. This was actually a 15% off. So maybe they just took it at 17. To be honest with you guys, between offers coming and going, I honestly can't remember half the time if I sent it or they sent it. I'm just thrilled that they're selling, and I always make sure I at least double my money. So I do know my COG on this was $3. It sold for 17. So I more than tripled my money on this piece. I was very, very happy with that. This is another piece, guys. I listed it, and it sold like 3 days later. So, guys, this was a plus size too. Plus size men's piece. Okay, next we have, this was another item that I sourced through a gal who did bins for me. This was $3 for the COG. This was listed at $30. It was 15% off on eBay, and somebody did the offer of $25.50. So very, very good profit on this one. Again, like I said, this was a reseller who shops at the bins for me, sent me some really great pieces. Guys, I think Fisher does good for me no matter what the size. This was a plus size. or actually I don't consider extra large a plus size. Double and up, I consider plus. But Eileen Fisher always just does very well for me. It just doesn't matter what the item is. Okay, guys, this was another item that was just relisted recently. I had this listed, I think, for $30. It was either 30 or 35. I honestly don't remember. This was new with tags, and it is... Oh, sorry, guys. Let me take that off. It is a 2X. New with tags. Somebody sent me a $28 offer. Absolutely 100%. My cog on this was $13. This was through a box that I purchased from a gal who does liquidation. She no longer does that because she now sells on Whatnot. But just relisted, and within days it sold. I am just so glad that I'm going through and just double checking all my listings that got kicked off. Okay, guys, this was from that Aritzia box. We had more Aritzia sell. This did have a flaw on it. I will show you. I did stitch it. And I think I made note of it. I know I made note of it. Okay, so, yeah, right here. This was all open right here. Oops. This area right here was open, so I took some black thread and I did stitch it closed, made note of it in the picture, and I made note of it in the description saying that it had been open at the seam. I stitched it closed to let them know. This was listed for $30 and... Gosh, I don't remember. I think it sold for like $20, but I was okay with that. And my cog on this was $11.25, but because it did have this issue, I was okay with letting it go for $20. I was just really happy it sold, and I did make some profit on it, a few dollars. So yeah, I was glad that I stitched that up and got it up and going. Okay, you guys, this was from quite a while ago. This was another purchase that I made through an auction on Whatnot. A gal was selling some items. She's no longer selling on there. This was a while ago. This was a few months ago, but this was kicked off on eBay, so I did have to relist it. I paid $5 for this. I also had this listed a lot higher before when I listed it. So I brought it down to 25 because I thought, you know what, it's no longer the season for swimwear. I did want to I wanted it to get out the door. I didn't want to be waiting until next spring. So I received an offer, I think, for 20, and I was glad to accept it because even by the time they took the fees for everything plus shipping, they include shipping and the fees on eBay. So even with my fees, I still tripled my money, and I was very, very happy with that. Oh, this was new with tags too, so... okay, next, another item that was just recently relisted, Victoria's Secret. This was through back when I was doing ThreadUp sleepwear boxes. I received this. The cog on these, I only bought a couple of these. I think I bought maybe 3 or 4, and I decided to stop buying them because the cog was always like $8, which is way too high for sleepwear through ThreadUp. So I quit buying those boxes. I relisted this, and literally within a few days of relisting this item, it sold for $22 on eBay. So obviously I more than doubled my money on that item. I was very, very happy with that. Probably almost tripled my money. But I will not be doing sleepwear through ThreadUp anymore. I just think it's too high of a cost with the $10. Even if it was on sale, I just don't want to be doing the sleepwear boxes anymore. Okay, guys, this was another item that came from a gal through a bins haul that she sent me. The same gal of the other item that sold recently. My cog on this was $3. This was a really nice 2X Eddie Bauer knit dress. It sold within like 3 days. Okay, guys, I think the video cut off. So yeah, this Eddie Bauer piece, like I said, it was $3 for the cog on this. And I hope this video didn't get messed up. My thing shut off. Yeah, this was a nice knit dress. It was a 2X. It was a really nice piece that she sent me, the reseller. And again, my really great profit on that. Okay, last piece, you guys. My cog on this was $19. This was from that Ted Baker box many, many months ago. This was listed at $75. They took the $68 offer, and I did get great feedback on this. She loved the sweater. She said it fit really good. Was very happy to get it. Loved it. I will probably not be buying a lot of Ted Baker anymore, guys. I just think that the cog on these was too high. I think $19 is just a bit much for that. Maybe $14 or $15 for Ted Baker is the max that I'm willing to do. Even maybe $10. I think $19 is just too high on this. I will not be doing more of those. The cog would just have to be much, much better. And it does take time to sell these types of pieces. This was not relisted. This was already up and going, and this was those boxers were like last spring. So yeah, okay, guys, let's get back to the regular video, and we'll close this out. Okay, you guys, I'm so glad you joined me for what sold last week. I do anticipate to see an uptick in sales. I think I sold 19 this week, which was really great compared to the 10 last week. I was very, very happy to see that. But I have made more changes. You know me, I'm always constantly tweaking and changing. I've been watching a very profound reseller on eBay. So I've been making some changes to my eBay store and changing how I'm sourcing more again. Just based on some really great feedback from Tech and Sports and Daily Refinement. I'm really trying to fine tune my eBay store, so I will share a little bit of that with you on the reseller chat this next week. And I do expect to see in the next few months some changes in sales. Guys, I do hope this was a help to you, seeing how the sales went, especially compared to last week. I have been listing consistently 10 items a day. I am saving listings to go live on Saturdays and Sundays. So I do think that will start making more of a difference down the road. So 10 brand new listings go live on Saturday and Sunday. They are scheduled on eBay. And then I do cross post them after they go live on Poshmark and Mercari. Okay, guys, I will see you in the next one. Please feel free to give this video a thumbs up if seeing these great pieces selling is a blessing to you. And we'll see you in the next one.